Wombat Surprise.
Hi guys, welcome to a little product introduction video review on a little item here. This is the ARX160 Airsoft rifle by Beretta. Now, you have a really nice polymer plastic, really heavy duty plastic design. It really looks neat. It's basically an exact copy of the actual Beretta 223 rifle. Now, this comes with one magazine. You also get a battery, you get a charger, and you get the rails and everything attached to it. Now, this gun comes in at just under $100. That's what I picked it up at. Overall, though, I had some issues with it, and I'll get to those in just a second. Now, you have a rail on top, two rails on both sides, and then one bit rail on the bottom in the very front. You can add a front grip if you wanted to, which I did, and I actually liked it a little bit more like that. The ergonomics on the gun is actually pretty decent. I would love to get a hold of a real one, but you know, money constraints. I'm probably not going to get a hold of one really soon. Now, the only thing that I found missing on the rifle, on this airsoft rifle, was that it does not have a charging handle. Now, on the real rifle, it's an ambidextrous charging handle. It's either on one side or the other, but this does not have a charging handle. It's all plastic. There's no blowback on it at all. You have the selector switch in the back end. You can go to your different modes really easy. You have your magazine ejection that works really well. You have your hop up on the other side, and the stock does actually fold. You can press the little button here and then fold the stock over. Now, with that said, when you do fold it over, you don't want to keep it like that, because you can actually see the area where your battery sits in and some of the parts of the gun. So it's not enclosed, so stuff, junk, whatever can fly in there. And if you're running around with it, maybe the battery could fall out. So I always keep it locked, and it works fine. Now, the issue that I had with this gun, first off, was the sights. You see this front sight here. These are actually supposed to be flip sights. Now, there are other airsoft guns that have flip sights, and they operate, you know, just as flip sights. These are not sights. They're flip sights. They're molded plastic. It's all part of the gun. They do not flip or move. You can adjust the little post here for the elevation and stuff, but that's about it. Now, I didn't realize that on the box they actually have a picture of a guy holding the rifle and then using an actual scope, and I'll show you that here in a sec. Now, you see that the front or the rear sight is folded over, so I thought naturally that the sights would fold and I'd be able to use different optics with the gun, but it's not the case with this particular rifle. They don't fold. You can't fold them, and actually you can't put really that many scopes on it. They just won't fit. They'll fit on the rail, and they'll lock down on the rail, but because your back post sits so high, it will not allow you to get a sight picture on your scope. And if you put a red dot, especially a micro red dot or something really small, it just won't work because you won't be able to see it. Now, with that said, even if you were to mount a scope to it, the gun is actually really, I found it to be really inaccurate. I've tried different things to do to it, from cleaning the barrel, lubing the barrel, trying different types of BB weight ammunition, from the 12 grams that it recommends to 20 gram BBs. It just is not accurate at all, and this gun in particular. So with that said, you know, I have, you know, one of those issues where it is a nice gun, it looks really cool, it works and operates fine, it just doesn't shoot great. It does have, you know, a decent magazine with it, and it will shoot out BBs really rapidly, but they're all inaccurate, and you sort of have to judge. You can't really even judge like where it's going to shoot, because for me it was shooting far to the right, but when I was sort of estimating that it was going to shoot to the right and to line up the other way, it would shoot BBs totally on the other side. So I mean, it's a wide parameter of BBs going all over the place. This was sort of a problem when I was shooting indoors, and I went up to go through the doorway on a room, and I was clearing the doorway out, and when I fired into the room, and it actually hit the wall like right before I walked in the doorway. I fired outside the doorway and it hit the side and bounced back at me. So it's really inaccurate at close range even. I mean, it's not long distance, it's even close range. So I'll give you a little demonstration of the gun firing, and you can see for yourself. Overall, it is a nice gun. It isn't that highly priced, but very inaccurate, at least this model was. If you want to, you can leave a comment. Please subscribe if you can. Any questions, feel free to ask. As for me, I'm not going to be keeping this firearm. I'm going to get rid of it. And that's my little video review. You guys have a good one. Be safe, take care, and we'll definitely talk to you soon. Okay, so this is about 14 feet away from the target. I just wanted to show you the flight pattern of the BBs. Okay, so this is the target close up. I was aiming about center mass on the target, but I was hitting all over on both sides. A lot more shots off to the right. You can see they stagger a little bit, but the furthest one is way over here. And then you have some that came down this way. There's one over there. And I have one more hit over here. There was actually a couple that struck, didn't even strike the target, but they flew off. But I was aiming center mass for all the shots. So the accuracy on the gun isn't that great.